Morning.
Good morning. It's Monday morning grit.
Monday morning grit.
What'd you think of the state fair?
Oh, we had a great time at the state fair this weekend.
Yeah, I glad I went the last weekend.
Oh yeah, you always feel because it doesn't go all the way to the end of the month,
Right.
and then you're like, oh, I missed it.
Yeah, like when it starts, you're like, oh, it's gonna be here forever. It's here for like 20 some days, and then next thing you know, it's the last weekend. So I'm glad we got it in.
Yeah, we got to do all the classic fair things. We saw the pigs with the suckling pigs, and then we saw all the prize winning dahlias.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Big explosions and the chihuly, as Emmett called it.
Oh yeah.
I like that name of the chihuly.
Yeah, it does kind of look like, especially if you've seen like the chandelier in a Union Station.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And then the that head of cabbage or lettuce that was not looking too.
The biggest head of cabbage.
It looked like a pile of garbage.
It had been there for the whole month. It looked like it was just not in its best state. But the biggest watermelon.
It was
like 95 pounds.
Oh yeah.
It didn't actually even look that much bigger than a regular watermelon.
No.
I mean, maybe like twice as big.
Yeah.
The pumpkin was like a good 10 times bigger.
I wonder if you win by weight or size. Like if you had a bigger watermelon, but it was
dense.
it was but let's say the second biggest is denser, like it's heavier. Would the heavier one win, or would just a larger one overall win?
That's a good question.
Somebody shows up with a giant paper mache watermelon.
Here, all the juice. Bug got in and sucked all the juice out. My favorite though is probably the dog jumping.
That was cool.
We got to see the dog run and get the toy and jump in the water.
Yeah, yeah.
And jump over do the frisbee jumps.
Yeah, that was cool. I like that like giant grill with all the turkey legs.
Oh yeah, they must have had like 100 turkey legs at once.
Apparently they're not actually turkey legs.
Oh really? What are they?
Well, I mean, you ever seen a turkey with a leg that big?
Probably not.
Someone told me they're emu legs.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
That seems even more exotic.
Yeah, I wonder. I feel like there's probably like emu ranches somewhere out there.
Yeah, I can believe that. I guess, but not turkey ones.
Yeah, well.
Oh no.
Well, I mean, I'm sure
they did say they were
ones.
Texas turkey legs.
Yeah, so like, I mean, I remember watching an episode of King of the Hill. It's about emu farming. So maybe that is a Texas thing.
Oh, I could see that.
They got the space for it,
Well, and like I've heard like Europeans come over to America and they see our chickens and they think they're turkeys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're used to like Cornish game hens.
Okay, so yeah, I see ours in there.
So the turkey leg we have is it's you hold it with two hands and it's.
Yeah, I mean they were expensive,
Well, an emu, on fair prices.
Yeah, well, fair prices too. But I like that grill setup that they have. I wonder what it was like, prototyping and perfecting the setup.
Yeah. Well, the guy like stoking the coals, he uses like a shovel you use on a train.
Yeah, and you have to get. I wonder if they actually got coals, like coal.
Oh yeah.
That might be too hot,
Yeah, the Bice myth or whatever it is.
Yeah. And then, like, I didn't realize there were so many rides at the fair.
Oh yeah, they had probably 50 or different like solid rides with like lines of 100 people.
Yeah. And then Mattress Firm is.
Oh yeah, the Mattress Firm is everywhere.
Firm is everywhere.
That's right. We went in the pavilion where they had like all the stalls or whatever, and a lot of massage chairs, a lot of massage, the guns or the shiatsu balls or even the foot ones. Put your foot in the thing.
Yeah. We're all in pain.
Yeah.
That's what it is. We're all incredibly uncomfortable.
Yeah. It makes me think like every chair should be a massage chair.
Why not?
Yeah, upgrade.
Yeah.
And the people inside of them, they were so like enveloped. All you could see was their torso.
Enter the Matrix,
Yeah, exactly. Plug me in, zone me out.
Yeah, and then it's a shame that there was no poultry because the bird
Oh
flu
yeah, the
outbreak.
bird flu.
Yeah, because I like the pigeons. They're
Yeah,
pretty cool. Yeah,
I like pigeon. I like doves. Which I guess is the type of pigeon.
I think they're closely related. I'm not sure what the difference
I
is.
think pigeon's a bigger category.
Okay.
A dove is just a white pigeon.
Okay. Well, I've seen.
Like the turtle dove
Well,
as well. It's like a spotted pigeon.
yeah. Okay. You ever seen roller pigeons?
No.
When they fly, they roll.
Whoa!
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, so they'll be flying and then they'll stop and they'll roll and then they'll fly again, like
Whoa.
in midair.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Why do they do that?
No idea. They just do.
They're trying to, maneuver.
Yeah.
It's like they're in a dogfight.
Yeah, like no one trains them to do that. They just do it. Like my dad, raised some from babies,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And then they just started doing it one day.
noticed,
Yeah,
man. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
it's incredible.
Pigeons are pretty crazy. There's also like the messenger pigeons.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Those are crazy.
Yeah, and know their way back home.
They know they can navigate better than I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, the animals are. The animals are probably my favorite part of the fair.
Yeah. No, mine too.
Oh yeah, we saw those goats with the hair like mine and the horns that went back. Or no, they were the
They
sheep.
were sheep.
They were
yeah,
sheep.
they were sheep. I wonder if they always have like hair like that, or when they grow up, it starts to become a little bit more like the traditional wool you see.
That's a good question because she did say she groomed them and cut them like a month before so they'd have the perfect hair for the fair.
Yeah, and I think they were just kids, if you will, or is that that's baby
That's
goats, isn't it? Yeah,
lambs. Lamb.
Lambs. Or maybe they were. What do you call a young ram?
Yes, it's still a lamb.
Or maybe it's a buck.
That's a good guess. I don't know that one.
There's a lot of words.
Specific animal.
Yeah.
I also liked how many just like facts they had, the random facts around.
Oh yeah.
They'd be like, oh yeah, don't let your horse eat this food, or like, did you know that this type of sheep is actually very rare?
I like that they have the sheep that don't have the wool. You don't need to shear them. I guess those are like dairy sheep. You
Oh.
just keep the sheep around for milk, for
Yeah.
cheese. You don't want to deal with all the shearing, or
Yeah, they look kind of weird though.
don't need to be shorn. That's the word I saw
Yeah.
on the little
Shorn.
infographic. Yeah.
Yeah, the big piles of wool. I got to feel all the different ones.
Yeah. I've got our beer
yeah,
today.
Let's crack it open.
It's something a little different.
Today.
It's from E9 again,
Oh hell yeah!
but
Did I tell you I
is-
saw E9? I went to a restaurant in Seattle. They had the E9.
Okay.
I wonder what one. Ooh, with
Yeah.
the fancy cork top.
Oh yeah, it's the last truck to Clarksville fruited American wild ale. So.
Whoa! I like fruit.
Yeah.
Flavors. Oh, that's cool. We're fancy.
Just watch it fly off somewhere, bust a light out or something.
Whew. That's fancy. Thank you.
But I've
Ooh, with a little bit of
they have
paper coming out the top.
they have a few of these. They're fruited ales. It's a lot of foam. I'll come back to you.
That's good. Yeah, it's got a nice little apricot.
Yeah.
Some solid bubbles. Mmm. I like that smell.
You again.
What's the fruit? You think?
It's on the back. Once I finish pouring here, I'll let you know. Multiple year barrel aged blended wild ale with Montmorency and Bing cherries from
Oh.
Diamondback Acres, Chelan, Washington.
Hell yeah, Chelan. So Chelan, that's where the cherries come from.
Okay, batch number 2.
Whoa,
Yeah, it's
that's
got the
fancy.
batch
It's got the
number on
handwritten
there.
batch number.
Yeah.
Yeah, my uncle is a orchardist in Chelan, and they have the they do the Rainiers and the Bings and the new one, it's the Crystallinas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I love cherries.
Yeah.
Cherry flavor is not a common. Usually it's like apple or apricot or. Oh, That's got a good
yeah,
tartness to
that
it.
does have a good tartness to it. I like it.
Yeah, like, have you ever made a cherry pie and not put enough sugar in?
No, I haven't.
Kind of reminds me of that.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta add some good, like, when you make a pie or a crisp or a cobbler, it always feels like you're adding so much sugar.
Yeah.
It
You
needs
know,
it for the,
I
otherwise
kinda-
you got this. This is tart. I like this.
Yeah. You know, I think I wouldn't mind a more tart, cherry pie.
Mm.
I do like the tartness.
Yeah, like I like a rhubarb pie for the tart,
Okay.
but usually it's like it'll be a rhubarb, apple rhubarb, or a straight rhubarb is usually a bit much.
Oh yeah. Okay. I've seen rhubarb growing. I've never had a rhubarb pie before.
Yeah, it's in those weird long stalks.
Mm-hmm. They got a really neat color to them as well.
Yeah, rhubarb color, I think.
Yeah.
It's like cherries are cherry colored, but being cherries, I think those are the dark red ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm. Oh yeah. Yeah, and it's tart, but it doesn't like stay too long.
No, I
Yeah.
don't think so either.
And it's got like a good like the bubbliness with the tart goes well.
Yeah. It says barrel aged. I wonder what like kind of barrels, or like
Oh,
if they're
yeah.
new barrels, or if they barrels that were used for something else before. And
Yeah, I don't really know much about that
Yeah.
aspect. But that is batch number 2. I guess that's good.
mm-hmm.
Oh, and I like they even got the E9 on the cork,
Oh yeah,
crafted in Tacoma. Oh, this is a cool cork.
yeah, I like it a lot.
I know people who save corks and then make like a cork table or like a penny table, but it's corks.
Oh yeah. I think I've seen one of those too. Yeah, that's pretty neat.
That's a good one.
I really want to actually I still haven't been to their tap room yet, but I'll bet they got some cool stuff there.
Oh yeah, yeah. E9. Oh, it's even on both sides.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Maybe I'll just stop by today.
Yeah. No reason why not.
Yeah.
I do feel like I could, like, this is a beer I'd have one of. Like, I can't imagine, like, having a 6-pack of this.
Mm-mm. I mean, this is like a special beer. It's for a special occasion,
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, because not every beer comes with a cork, Yeah,
Yeah, very rare.
start popping corks. I mean, that's.
Do you think it's just because it's so bubbly? Or it's like a special occasion? Or
I'm not actually.
because it definitely had the pop sound
Yeah,
to
it did. I'm not entirely sure why it does that. Not sure. I'm sure we could find out.
One way to find out.
Yeah. But yeah, I
Last
think
truck to Clarksville. I don't even know if I know where Clarksville is.
I don't think I do either. But yeah, they have a few that are available in stores, and I'm sure they probably have more at their tap room.
Oh yeah.
So.
Do you know if they have more than one location?
More than one like tap house or
Yeah.
something. I'm not sure.
Maybe it's in Clarksville. I'm imagining it's close to the Oregon border.
Mhm.
Yeah, somewhere along the Lewis and Clark Trail.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, like there's a Louisville right next to Clarksville,
I think,
or Lewistown.
Lewiston.
Yeah, Lewiston.
but I think that's in Idaho. So maybe it's like
Maybe it's close to the border
Yeah,
with
close to
Idaho.
double border.
Yeah.
Oh, there's only one way to find out.
Like how Pullman's next to Moscow, and it's Moscow Pullman
Yeah.
Regional Airport.
Exactly.
Not the other Moscow.
Mhm.
You're trying to get to Russia and you end up in Idaho.
Oh,
You're like, this isn't what I asked for. Or even worse, you're trying to get to Idaho and you end up in Russia.
Yeah, actually, that would be a bigger mistake. Be like, oh no, what do I have in my bag?
Did you do the Infinite VR experience while it was at the Armory?
I did. I think that was maybe the coolest VR thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So it was really cool because they it's such a big open space, the
Mhm.
Armory, that you're like walking around a good amount.
Yeah.
I feel like other VR stuff, you're always worried about like bumping into things or hitting your head on the table. But you're in there with like maybe 50 other people,
Okay.
and you can see kind of like a hazy outline of them.
Yeah.
But then you're on the space station.
Okay.
And so they have these things where you touch these orbs, and then it changes the world around you, and it's like they got different astronauts to talk about what it was like being on the space station, and you get to like see out the window and see it was crazy when you see the Earth. It's so big that it almost looks flat.
Yeah.
With just like a little bit of curve to it.
Right.
And you get to see it spinning around, and it was so cool. Like the level of visuals that they were able to get. Because I guess they filmed it on the it's like they got cameras on the space station, got permission to do it.
Wow.
And so it's all like authentic. So yeah, that was really cool. And then even better, so my cousin Anne McLean is an astronaut.
Right.
And she was on the space station when they did the filming. So she did like some of the narration, and I got to see like one of her videos where she's talking about like always wanting to be an astronaut and how hard she worked to get there. So it was so cool to be like, wait, there she is, and she's like floating in the air and talking about strapping in, and yeah, it was really, really cool.
That is really cool. I kind of wish I went to that. And I didn't really think much like it looked cool, but I just like never got around to like buying a ticket and going down to the Armory. I still haven't been to the Armory.
Oh,
which
really?
It's like I should go. It's a cool building.
Well, they have like kind of random events where like my cousin was telling me he came up and his friend had a funeral there.
Yeah, I mean it's the big room. That's the drill room. Like it's been used since like the place was built as like a social hub.
Yeah, well, I was reading a little bit about it, and it was so like when it was first like military stuff, they used that main room for the cavalry.
Yeah, yep.
Which to me is crazy to have like an inside area to like practice cavalry, whatever they're practicing.
I guess it makes sense considering that it rains all the time.
That's a good point. Yeah, you need some.
Yeah, it's good. It's probably
protected environment.
It's not for the soldiers though. It's for the horses. The soldiers can. They can. Yeah, they.
Yeah, they can just. It's crazy to imagine just like how many different like iterations it's gone through.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because like I was reading like all the different sporting events they had there.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even know Tacoma had a hockey team.
Yeah, the Rockets, right?
The Rockets,
yeah, the Rockets, yeah.
From like 40 to 50 or something like that.
Yeah, they didn't last very long.
Well, like I've never even seen the gear. Like I always like throwback jerseys or throwback hats or whatever, and the Tacoma Rockets would be really cool.
That'd be cool. Or Tacoma used to have a professional basketball team. I think the Coast League Mountaineers. Yeah.
The Mountaineers, hell yeah.
Makes sense. I mean,
It does. It seems more like a basketball area.
Yeah, I mean, I think honestly, a football stadium's such a big investment. Although we do have the Stadium Bowl, so
we do.
But professional football team, that's a huge investment. We're not quite that big.
Not quite that big. Although I do wonder if maybe the Tacoma Dome could be like an arena football.
Yeah.
It's got to have very specific dimensions, I guess, for football.
Well, I wish we had the indoor soccer there. The Tacoma Stars.
Oh,
they play at the Showwear Center in Kent, and I don't really.
It's hardly Tacoma.
UPS and PLU used to play basketball there too.
Oh yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. They used to have boxing matches there as well.
Yeah, I heard of. That's what I was into, the like Golden Glove matches.
Yeah.
Which I think it's cool how like the military has their own like boxing league.
Yeah. Got anything else going on or?
I mean, not in the next week, but maybe some future weeks. I guess always look at the comedy shows on the horizon and get my pique my interest. TJ Miller's going to be at the Tacoma Club in 2 weeks, so
okay.
He's one of my favorites. So I'll probably go to that, but we can talk about that next week.
And that's a weekend show?
Weekend show. I think it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
All right, I might go to that too.
Oh yeah. Well then we'll go and give a little recap.
It's a date.
Sounds good.
All right, awesome.
All right.
Well,
Well then,
I don't have anything else.
I think that'll wrap it up.
All right.
Have a good Monday. Have a good rest of your Monday, and
Thank you for joining us.
see you next Monday for some more grit.
All right.